Hello guys, welcome to today's DIY. So to continue the previous video, we would be making the base for the headpiece. So we'll cut this foam fabric 4.5 by 18 inches, and this piece of aso-oke is 3.25 by 7 inches. So the rule for this is the length is actually dependent on your head circumference and your personal preference. Now the average size for the head is between 22 to 24, 25. So we have this other piece of aso-oke that's 3.5 by 27 inches. So the first thing we'll be doing is to make our foam, make a this round shape out of our foam. We'll fold it and apply glue to keep it in place. Then you hold it still like that. So technically you're folding into 3. So if you're working with this glue gun, you have to hold it still. I noticed that when I apply it on foam, it doesn't stick immediately like on other materials. So for this one, you have to hold it still for it to longer than a few seconds for it to actually hold. Now you can decide to also use needle and thread for this process. You just stitch it, fold it like this, then you stitch the edge, sew along the edge down to the bottom of the foam. So after gluing, here's what we have. So the next thing we'll be doing is to wrap this foam with our aso-oke fabric. Now to do that, you see the edge that I cut along that edge, that's the edge that will be inside. Then I'm referring to this raw edge, so that's what is going to be inside. Then what should be on the surface is going to be the other edge that came with the aso-oke. So the raw edge that you cut along should be hidden inside. So we'll be doing this with glue also. Can you see what I'm talking about? So the other edge that is neater should be on top, and you see it covers the raw edge. So we'll be gluing along that place. So you can also use your UHU for this process if you like, but I'm using my hot glue for this instead. So you see how I curved it? I mean slanted the aso-oke. It's not quite straight. So that is how you should do yours too when starting. So you wrap like that. You apply your glue there, then you wrap. Don't let it be too much so it doesn't smear, it doesn't leak through the aso-oke and start showing on top. So you just cover it that way, like that. So I'm just trying to hold it in place a bit for it to dry. So you wrap like that till you get to the end of the end of the foam. So you see what I'm doing? You keep doing that till you get to the end. Apply your glue, wrap. So here's the finished work. So if you notice, I've cut off that end, the end, and made it neater. So what we'll be doing next is to attach these pieces of aso-oke that I cut out earlier to both edges. So one will be up there and the other one will be at the other end. Just watch the way I'll be folding this now to attach it to that end. You see, so you fold, then you sort of wrap it around it in a way that the raw edge is inside, then the finished edge is folded on top of it. I'll be showing you the underside of this now so you get what I'm trying to say. So you see, the raw edge, that's the finished edge, the raw edge is under it like that. So I'll attach my pin to keep that in place now. So the other raw edge, I'll also fold that in. Fold that in like so. Fold the raw edge, then fold the finished edge on top of it. I'll also hold that in place with my pin. So all these that I've done here now, I will do it to the other end also. So I'll be sewing there. I'll take this to my sewing machine. I'll sew at the places I just pinned, then across that middle, so everything stays in place. Okay, so I'm gonna head to pin the other side too. So here's what I have. Then I'll be attaching my velcro to it after I'm done sewing them. The velcro is what is going to make it hold when you wear it on the head. So I will attach this velcro to it when I'm done sewing, and it will be done with the base. The next thing we'll do is to attach the bows we made earlier to it and finish it off. So here's the finished work. Okay, so here's what it looks like after attaching the velcro and sewing down everything. So you see, this is what we're looking to achieve. So the next thing I would be doing now is to attach the bows, the set of bows we made earlier, to this base. So this is where I would be attaching it to with my needle and thread. So just get your needle and thread and attach this on. Make sure it's steady, it's central, it's not tilting to one side. Make sure it lies flat like that. In case you're wondering, I'm attaching this to the rough part of the velcro, not the smooth and soft part. I know I couldn't really show that clearly in the video, so just in case you're wondering if it should be on the other side or on this side, I put mine on this the rough side. So the trick is to just make sure it's firm and you catch all those corners so it doesn't start moving up and down or start tilting to the side or anything. I'm still going to do some stitches, not just in the center but at the corners of that velcro we attached. Just watch and you understand what I'm trying to say. And as much as possible when stitching, don't make your stitch show. If you can see what I'm doing now, my stitches are not showing. So that place too, I'll be stitching it down, and that where I'm touching right now, I'll be stitching that point too down so it stays flat. So those corners I mentioned earlier, see, I'm working on them now. So I'll stitch that spot too. Okay, I wanted to use my needle and thread to do this at first, but I changed my mind and decided to use my sewing machine instead. So that's why I'm pinning it in place, so I can take it to my sewing machine. So you can see that the bow is quite steady. It's not tilting to one side. So what's left is to attach the centerpiece we made with the rosette we made with our aso-oke. So I'll just glue that on it and attach the other trimmings I'll be using, and that'll be all for this design. I'm using these berry strands to accessorize, so I'll just be gluing them in like this. So I'll just apply glue at the tip and stick them in like that. So here's the finished work, and this is how it's on my mannequin. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, do it to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and invite your friends too.